What's going on, my producers, my beat makers? I'm on the way to take a spin class, man. I just love taking spin class because they play a lot of different music that I usually don't listen to when I'm just at home, but I love hearing it because one, it's for my health, and two, I'm hearing different music that give me ideas for sync licensing. So I'm checking in up on you. What you doing for your health? What you doing for your health? Because if we don't have our health, then you can't do anything else. This goes beyond music. You can't play with your family, your kids, or you won't be able to go long distances for a walk or breathe right, or your body aches. You don't want to wait till you're too old when you really need your health. So working on your health now, it's an important thing. It's just not urgent. But I want to bring this car series to bring about the topic of procrastination and rejection. I know everybody procrastinates because there's some things I procrastinate on. See, for me, working out has just been a habit. I've been working out ever since I was 15 years old, playing football, playing sports in high school. So by now it's just a habit. But you're probably procrastinating with your sync licensing, man. And I don't want you to keep doing it. And it's okay. I had to break real suddenly, man. I ain't trying to get in no accident. But it may be okay that you're procrastinating. And oftentimes when we procrastinate, it's because we underlining some kind of fear that we don't want to get into, right? Like you may be saying, well, if I keep procrastinating, trying to get into a music library, then someone don't have to reject my music. But the key to getting over it is really just to get over it. I know that's not great advice because it's really subjective, and some people just have the capabilities to push through things because willpower is not going to get you there all the time, right? We only have a certain amount of willpower where you're able to push through things. Life comes in the way, and then willpower goes to the side. Then you use your music as your last thing that you want to do, but you have no more willpower to do it. So it's one thing you just have to get through. And I want you to fight through that procrastination and really get through it and change your mindset around what are you really afraid of. Now, if you're afraid of rejection, hey, that's fine. I know I used to be afraid of rejection too. When I first started making music, I didn't really want people to hear my music because I thought it was quote unquote never good enough, right? But no matter what you do, it might never be good enough for anybody. So you might as well just do it. So if you're thinking that your music is not good enough to submit to a library, you have to just do it, right? You get in the habit and getting those rejections. So if you get a rejection, it's okay. Because if that company's still around a year later, you can always just resubmit a new demo, right? They're probably not going to remember you, right? Long as you're not hounding them every day with emails where they block you from their email list, they're probably not going to remember you in a year. They're just going to listen to the link and say, oh, we like this music now, we're going to accept it. But you're definitely going to get a lot of rejection in the sync licensing game, and you can't take it personal. Why? Because these companies, they have resources, they have time. They only have so much amount of time to pick songs, accept new artists, do all the back end paperwork. It's a lot of work that goes in to getting music into their library. They're probably working on deals now, trying to get those. So I would say if your music isn't up to where you think it should be, just submit anyway. And the only reason you probably think your music isn't as good is because you're comparing it to everyone else, right? Like if you look at my channel or other people's channel who do sync, or just say beat makers who making music for artists, you probably think, oh man, my music don't sound nothing like that. And that's what keeps holding you back. See, when I first started, the internet was barely a thing making music. So I really didn't have no one to compare to. So in my head, I was just making music, right? I had the radio, but the radio, getting songs on the radio was so far out of my realm, I didn't even think to compare myself to like a Timbaland and Neptunes. I was just like, oh, well, I'm doing my thing and it's okay. Eventually, I started building the confidence where I'm saying, okay, I'm thinking I'm making good music right now. And that's just what you have to do. You have to put in the reps, make your beats, make your albums, submit, get your rejections. That way you build the habit and mindset that it's not personal, right? Even if your friends don't like it, it's not personal. Like Common said, if I don't like it, I don't like it. That don't mean that I'm hating. right? So it's not like these companies are hating on you or think you're just such a terrible person. It's just not their flavor of the month at that time. So if you take anything away from this video, anything, number one, lessen the procrastination if you can, because that procrastination is going to keep holding you back. And number two, don't fear rejection. You're going to get it regardless, even if you make the most bangers every time, someone still ain't going to like it. So take that in mind. Good luck on your journey. Good luck on getting into new music licensing companies. Take it easy. Peace.